Guys, welcome back. It is bright because I opened the window and of course my cats were like, you got freedom, but I'm on the second floor so they're not gonna jump. All right, Leos, we are doing what you need to know. Don't mind me, I look a little rough today, but it is what it is. All right, Leos, what you need to know or what's coming up. Dude, I really need to fix my hair. Like, you can really see the yellow in here now. It just needs to be like bleach a little bit higher, and so I can redo the green, because I'm afraid to burn it because I burned it last year and that was not, it was not the biz. So now I just need to do another, just this section over here. Anyway, all right, Leos, storm wisdom, huh? And then you got sensitivity. Okay, and then you got authentic voice at the bottom. So I feel like with storm wisdom, there is some kind of, and then this says Angel Raziel and Pieter Sight. And then you also got Rodo Crocite. Ascended Master Lady Nada. There is something coming in. I do feel like it is a tower moment, but it's for your highest good, right? Even though tower moments feel like they're not the greatest, and some tower moments could be good, I do feel like this one's going to take you a little bit out of your comfort zone. It's not going to be the greatest because it is going to hit you in a sensitive spot. I do feel like you are going to, this is something that's helping you level up in your spirituality, or some of you guys might be religious, because we do have the cross here. Okay, so I do feel like for you guys, whatever this storm is, whatever this tower moment is that's coming in, I do feel like it is wisdom. You're learning something, and then you got 444, which, you know, you're being taken care of, and then 333, maybe with a group of people, family, maybe somewhere where you work. But you're very protected. So what's coming in is meant to come in. It's that simple. And do you see how at the bottom it says authentic voice, and then this says storm wisdom, but it looks almost the same, like they're two birds? So this is you basically speaking your authentic, using your authentic voice. And this is your ancestors basically protecting you and guiding you, is what I'm seeing. I am seeing something about a womb. So this could be some kind of rebirth. This could be maybe somebody's finding out they're pregnant, or you know you're pregnant, or there could be some kind of pregnancy here, because I am seeing like the rose of a woman, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's start going deeper. Hopefully my cup doesn't fall off the coaster, because it feels like it's going to. Okay. Okay, you got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Good Lord. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of... Oh my God. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Ten of Cups. With the Three of Swords in reverse. Alright. Yeah. It feels like, Leos, you are coming out of a situation, you're coming out of a situation where it felt like you were having to hold on to things. You were having to be very strict, very tight, very, and not just like I'm getting money, yes, but I'm also getting like everything. It felt like there was a drought almost in every aspect of your life. And with the Four of Pentacles here, I feel like you're coming out of that. I feel like life was, it was just feeling like it was very cheap. I just heard I don't know why I heard this, but I heard the universe was being cheap. And it's not that the universe was being cheap, obviously, but that's what I heard. And it's because I feel like there was a lesson that was needing to be learned here, and it was the fact that you needed to be using your authentic voice, and you hadn't reached that authenticity yet. There was still like fear behind it. There was still like that log in your eye, which that log in your eye is the trauma from all the trauma that you've had since birth, basically, even past lives. A lot of the trauma that we have a lot of it is from past lives, right? So I feel like that's coming to an end with the Nine of Cups here. In reverse, you were breaking addictions. You were breaking addictions to the way that you were thinking, like about money. You were breaking addictions with codependency, being codependent and not having your own sovereignty. It was almost like you felt like you needed something outside of yourself to be able to become something or someone, or to be able to be your authentic self, when really everything you needed was inside of you. What's that phrase? Dumbo, it was always inside of you. The magic was always in you, right? But I feel like for you guys, Leos, you guys were literally reaching out to try to find it outside of you, and you were never gonna find it there because it wasn't there. It doesn't mean to say that the universe doesn't send you people to help you, but if you want to, let me give you an example. Let's say you want to lose weight. Yes, the universe can send you somebody that can teach you about exercise, somebody that can teach you about eating correctly. But if you don't actually do it, it doesn't matter who they send. It's not gonna work, right? Because you're not doing the work. Hi, Bubba. I feel with the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse, you guys are cutting out a lot of things. You guys are cutting out the mentality. You guys are cutting out the lacking, and it wasn't motivation. It was almost like not being able to believe in yourself, feeling like feeling like you needed somebody to come and help you. This is giving a little bit like Cancer's reading, but not exactly. Feeling like people needed to come in, and the people that did come in, they wouldn't actually try to help. They would. So what they would do is basically they would try to control you. They would try to get their hooks on you, because when they see something valuable, which Leos are absolutely valuable, they don't try to help grow. They don't like feed a flower. They basically entrap it. It's giving Rapunzel, right? Instead of like being like, here, let me help you grow. No, they entrap it for their own needs. And you're coming out of that. You no longer need anybody. You don't need, now, because you are becoming very sovereign. You are becoming you're basically cutting off everything that you no longer need. Your doubt in money, your doubt in yourself, the doubt in thinking that you need somebody when you know it's just you that you need. And because of that, you have the Ten of Cups here. The Ten of Cups is coming in, and you might have 2 daughters and a dog, or somebody here could end up getting married and have two daughters and have some kind of dog. It doesn't matter, right? But what's coming in is, I feel like, a healthy dynamics in your relationships from now on with the Ten of Cups. I do feel like there could be people coming in that could be in a relationship wise, or even just, it does feel more relationship. It does feel more relationship. Okay, let's start going deeper. Deeper and deeper. I don't know why that came out. And with the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this is healing. Basically, the last little bit. I always say, you can only heal so much on your own. You can only do so much healing on your own. Even if you know Reiki, even if you know every healing thing in the book. There's only so much healing you can do on your own, and then you need outside sources to help you heal, right? It's like when you break a leg and you have a cast, so you take off the cast and they're like, you're healed, but you haven't even walked on it, you haven't ran on it, you haven't jumped on it, you don't know. You need outside sources like going outside, running, doing all of that, so you can make sure that your leg is actually cured, right? And so that's kind of what it is. I feel like somebody's coming in, and with the sensitivity, it does feel like, and then when I saw like the woman, the rose, if you guys know what I'm talking about, because it's pink. I'll show you guys the card again. If you guys know what this looks like, to me at least, that's what it looks like. It kind of looks like the womb, but it also kind of looks like, yeah, look, there's something here about religion. I don't know if you guys are religious, or you guys are getting very like spiritual, or just getting deep into your spirituality and fully trusting in yourself and in God, and knowing that I feel like you've built. Pinky, sorry, my cat the baby is trying to get out and he's upset. What's the matter? Let me have my daughter come and get him, because it's her cat. Come here, Pinky. Yeah, so it does feel like you are sacrificing, and you're releasing, you're letting go. Yeah, you're surrendering, and you're putting others first. It's almost like, you know, those moments when you feel like there was nothing that you could do in your own life, like you have no control, and you don't have any control. You don't have any control. The only thing that you can control is the way you show up for yourself and the way that you show up for others. We can be like, yes, things are great, everything's paid, and then boom, something breaks down and all your savings are gone, and then boom, you're sick, and then boom, and then boom, and then boom, and you were like, I had control, but you never have control, right? And I feel like that you finally accepted that fact. And when people feel like down in their life, I've read that, you know, philanthropy is really good, because you go see people that have less than you and you give of yourself, and you realize, you know what I do have is actually a lot, right? There's people, okay, I don't have a car, but there's people that don't have a home, right? There's people that don't have food right now. There's people that are all alone, and I am not in a relationship, but I have my 2 loving daughters and a bunch of asshole cats that I love, even though they're assholes, right? It's that saying like, oh, I was upset that I didn't have shoes, but they didn't have feet, like that kind of thing. And I feel like you guys finally surrendered to that, and you guys gave yourselves up for the greater good, and you dove in head first into your purpose, or that's what you're doing now. You're diving head into your purpose. Make sure though that you're not giving into martyrdom. Heed the call to where you're being called to, but don't make yourself a martyr, okay? Because yes, it's good to release things, and it's good to like understand when you don't have, but it's also good to have. It's also good to enjoy life. We were not meant to come here and work constantly and pay bills. Literally, we were not meant to pay bills. That was made up. We were meant to enjoy life and be able to. There's a lot of things about religion here. There's a lot of martyring going on. There was a lot of like, it's like the ultimate sacrifice. And I feel like you're triumphing over evil. This is somebody that's been through some shit. This is somebody that has gone through a story that has gone through a story that honestly, if you had turned into a villain and we saw your backstory, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, that makes sense. Right? But you've triumphed over evil. I feel like there was a lot of evil fighting against you. Even if you didn't see it, it was being sent through people. It was being sent through energy. It was being sent through like evil eye. It was just being sent left and right. And you took that hit after hit after hit, and you sacrificed. You allowed things to just fall one after the other, and you did not bend. You did not break. I feel like obviously there were days where you were just like, what in the holy fuck is going on? And why is this happening? And days where you broke down, and days where you felt like you didn't have any more to give and you didn't have any more faith, but you stood up and you held on. There was a self-sacrificing here, and you went through some adversity, and you were humble about it. You weren't like sitting there like, oh, F this and F that. And no, you were very humble about this. And you still put others first. You suffered, and this is why the universe is sending you divine love. Even if it's not through another person, I feel like whoever, Leo, I'm speaking to, God loves you very much. Very, very much, because you've done his work, and you've done it with such a way that, yeah, like I'm getting Christ-like energy, Christ-like spirit is what I'm really getting. Like, I'm hearing thank you for doing this for me. I know it wasn't easy, I know it was a lot, but we needed you to go through this, and we needed you to help us with certain other things, and I know it was hard, and we're so sorry. And this could be that you know, it caused you poor health, because going after, you know, time and time again through this stuff can make you sick, can make you depressed, can make you have autoimmune conditions, right? Because where, if you don't know how to transmute that energy, it becomes visible in your body. I feel like you guys have been sick, or if you're not, you're still sick, but you are going to be healing from this. You do have an underlying condition, something's off. I would go to the doctor if you feel like you need to, but I do feel like you're going to heal from this. Something about headaches too. You guys could have been having a lot of headaches. You guys could have been having a lot of, and that's because you guys will be sent like attack after attack after attack, and that does take a toll on your body. But with the 10 of Cups, you're going to get better, and you're going to start traveling. I feel like you're going to be meeting somebody at a distance, or you're going to be traveling and you're going to meet somebody when you travel. You're going to overcome you're overcoming all of this. You're overcoming health issues. You're overcoming everything. I feel like this is literally like a modern day story of like, and there's lots of modern day stories like these. People don't see that. Modern day stories of where people are persecuted for just trying to be like, I've seen so many people just being persecuted just for what they do. Like, for example, what I do, literally everybody that I know has talked shit about me, has talked shit behind my back, has talked about like I'm crazy, I this, I that, I whatever. I woke up in an area where there is like not a lot of people that are aware and understand and even believe in what I do. And I had to teach myself, and that's why, I don't know if you guys can see my oils, but every single oil that I made it because I needed my own help, and I had nobody around to talk to. I had to do it on my own. I had nobody to talk to. I had to basically get remembrances from in dreams. I had to study. I had to research. I did have a Reiki lady, but it was basically like when I had the money, I would go to like a session once every 6 months maybe. And then that was it. Like, I didn't really have like accessibility to them, right? It wasn't that I had, and I cried, and I would be like, why? And basically I was told, you know, you need to learn how to self-soothe. We need you to heal thyself, right? And so, yeah, being the martyr and being talked about and this is basically Christ-like energy. And lots of people go through this and they think that there was only, you know, one person, but this is an energy, right? This is an energy when you're called a martyr because you want to help, and because you use tools that the universe and the earth gave you, and because it's taboo, people see you as wrong and different, right? Library, look, what was I talking about? Knowledge. Yeah, I feel like you guys have studied, you guys have learned, you guys are continuing to learn, you guys are going to continue learning. I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, you guys are going to continue. All the information that you need is going to start coming in through other people, but a lot of the information you received and you will continue to receive is going to be through books. Hidden documents. Yeah, author. You guys might even write a book. And yeah, achievement, recognition. And this is going to bring you recognition, achievement, success. This is going to bring you, you're the king of your own mountain, right? King or queen of your own mountain. And this is basically changing your life. But it's because you went through those trials and tribulations. And every time you got kicked down and every time you got pushed down. And even when you were down, people kept pushing you down and kept people doing the most, right? And you kept getting up because you were like, no, no, no. What you're not going to do is you can take everything from me. You can take my home, you can take my car, you can take all my things. They're just things. You are not going to take from me first of all, your heart. And second of all, they're not going to keep you down. They're not. And I feel like you overcame that. And because of that, you're getting a great blessing here with breaking free, and your life is going to have no boundaries. Yeah, your censorship, you have no censorship at this point. You're saying the truth and you're speaking it with your authentic voice. You are not pretending to be something you're not. You are not pretending to, you are not caring about other people's emotions. And not that you're an asshole, but remember, we are not responsible for your other people's triggers. You're responsible. Grow the fuck up. It's time, right? Especially to people that are of a certain age. Yo, grow the fuck up. It's time for you to evolve and understand. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat because you might be triggered. Your triggers are not my responsibility. Your triggers are your responsibility, right? Okay, this is beautiful, Leos. I love this so much for you guys. I'm so excited. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But the good thing is that you don't have to die for it. You don't have to unalive to have a new life, right? You've been through it now. And you're breaking out of any boundaries, any spiritual shackles, any false shackles, right? All right, let's get guidance for Leo. Guidance for Leo. I'm sweating, dude. I'm sweating. I opened my window and now my cat won't leave the window. He hogs all the freaking cold energy. Alright, guidance for Leo. Investigate. Look closely. Ask questions. Think before acting. Yeah. There are a lot of opportunities coming in, good and bad. Make sure that you are investigating each opportunity and you are using your discernment to choose the best ones for you. And then you have, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure. Yeah. See? What did I say? But there are good opportunities coming in and bad opportunities. Just because you've learned the lessons doesn't mean that they don't try to keep on pulling you down, right? Especially if I'm talking to somebody that's religious, the devil continues to try you. So use your discernment and make sure you're making the right choices and working together with the right people. Because there's going to be multiple offers coming in, not just the best one, right? All right, Leos, I'm going to leave it here. I love you guys so much. I hope this helps, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.